Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the Mercedes-AMG GLE 53 4MATIC Plus Coupe. Yes, that's a long name. Straight away, let's open the engine bay. Hydraulic struts, that is the AMG engine. Well, it's actually a 6-cylinder engine, not a V8, which AMG is actually known for. There's insulation right there, and oh my god, the hood is actually heavy, makes quite a lot of noise when you close it, and you get the AMG Pan Americana grille, which looks really very nice. In fact, the AMG logo, the Mercedes logo at the front is massive. That's really very big. Another Mercedes logo. Yeah, Mercedes does two logos at the front. You got a front camera, which is kind of hidden right there. You got front parking sensors and aggressive body kit on this car because this is an AMG, and a functional air curtain as well. The lights look really beautiful. It gets these two lines because this is the E-class of SUVs, the GLE, and the lights get 42 LEDs on each headlight. They are adaptive lights, multi-beam adaptive lights, which can actually alter the amount of LEDs it is using to make sure that it doesn't blind oncoming traffic. It says multi-beam LED, adaptive LED lights, beautiful lights, really work well at night. It says Mercedes-Benz on the side. Meanwhile, okay, one of these lines, actually this is the one, turns up as the indicator. So yeah, the design is aggressive. It looks beautiful, but what really makes it stand out from the regular GLE is the fact that this is a coupe, which means the roof line is sloping on this car. The wheelbase is shorter by 60 mm and the length is almost 5 meters. The wheels on this car, they are 21-inch wheels, 275/45 21s. I like the wheel design. It says AMG right there, but you know what? Why use the black color? It could have been more adventurous. Okay, you've got a big disc at the front, turbo 4MATIC Plus. Yeah, usually it should say bi-turbo, but we'll come to the engine bit later. You see, you get indicators on the side. It says Mercedes-Benz right here as well. And below here, there's a camera, yeah, and also a projector which projects something at night. Now, side footsteps can be illuminated. You can opt for that option as well. But don't you think the car looks absolutely muscly from the side? Okay, what is this word muscly? Faisal, where did you learn it from? I honestly don't know. But unfortunately, you know what? There is no keyless entry. You have to lock or unlock the car using the key, of course. Everything is black, like they've blackened out everything, which means on a different colored car, it would look very different and nice as well. Okay, let's see what is here. Obviously, this is where you fill fuel of the car. This is the tire pressure recommendation. The rear tire of this car, again, obviously it's a 21-inch, but it's bigger in size, 315/40/21. You know what is 315? Well, this is what is 315. Massive. Yeah, that's massive a tire size. And parking sensors at the rear too, all the way. Now you would see at the rear that there's no reverse parking camera. You know why? It's actually hidden inside here. Says AMG right here, GLE 53 there, and you got quad functional exhausts on this car. It says AMG right here on the top as well, and yeah, the other two exhausts. It's got a proper diffuser too. Look at those tires, they are massive. That's what she said actually. Coming to the side, again, you know, this is the best angle of this car because it looks super sporty, super nice and super amazing as well. Yeah, the indicator looks subtle here. However, the lights are beautiful, a work of art, and they look so splendid at night. The more I praise it, the less it is. What lovely lights on this car. Absolutely stunning. You also get a subtle spoiler, which by the way, in the Mercedes brochure, it says that adds to aerodynamic efficiency, which I think is a load of BS. How can it add to aerodynamic efficiency? Because it doesn't have a slot below so that air can go below that. But then, hey, I'm not an expert in terms of aerodynamics, so let's leave at that. Anyways, the boot is decent sized. Actually, it's big enough. However, it's smaller than the regular GLE because this is a coupe, so it's sloping, eating into the boot carrying capacity. Random stuff lying here and there. I think this is a net or something. This is a partial shelf of this car, and I'll just fold it for a moment so I can show you what lies below. Actually, there's a spare wheel right below, and the spare wheel size is also very funny, 195/70/20s, but kind of looks weird. Obviously, the warning triangle is there. And you can actually lower the car by pressing this button. You can lower the car for easier access of putting stuff on the inside. Press this button and there the power tailgate closes. I love the design of this car. I love the way how Mercedes has made the GLE look so attractive. Now let's get inside at the rear. Doors open big enough actually. Almost 90 degrees. Take that, Tata Altros. And the door pockets are actually quite big. They're very big. It says Bumester right here. Nice chrome line. Fit finish levels are absolutely fab, but then this is a Mercedes, so obviously you expect all that and more. And the rear seat has a nice recline angle. However, you can't change the recline angle, it is fixed. So I'm just going to move this seat. Yeah, that recline angle is fixed. Recline this further, 60-40 split, in order to increase the boot carrying capacity too. So even though this is a coupe, you still think, or actually I still find it very practical a car. Let's close this, there it shuts. But you can't change the recline angle, which is a bit disappointing, although you can do that in certain variants of the GLE, not the coupe though. Coming inside, okay, you've got this slot in order to put some accessories. AC vents are placed here on the B pillar, and you know what, there is some amount of storage here as well. Okay, there's a proper compartment for your phone. There's a USB-C charging socket. You know what, this car does not get a normal charging socket. It gets a 4-zone climate control air conditioning system. Nice screen here. Okay, 2 AC vents here in the center as well. Scooped out seat back. There are magazine holders here as well. Good amount of legroom and knee room. That's surprising. I didn't expect that. Let's close the door. Does it thud? Obviously it does. Now you see, under thigh support isn't the best. Headroom is just about adequate too. So my hair is not touching, which is actually a good thing. There's a light placement here, hook and whatnot. Same is the case on the other side as well. However, can you see this? There's a mic placement right there. 3 adjustable headrests. And let's open this. The center armrest. It's got twin cup holders. The seats are really very comfortable. I love the material. Amazing, awesome, splendid. But there's a slight hump here, which means 3 people are not really comfortable at the rear. Meanwhile, the dashboard does look very nice indeed. Sporty, yet luxurious as well. Now, of course, if I open this panoramic roof, it will bring in the airy feeling here as well. Now, the GLE 53 obviously gets a ton of optional extras, which you can opt for. And the sky's the limit, obviously, because it's an AMG at the end of the day. So you can decide that as well. Now, the front seats are very comfortable indeed. Okay, we need to see the seats, show the seats. You see, it is moving. It moves along every time you open the door and turn on the car. It moves, even the steering wheel moves and all that happens. Really nice bolstering. Sporty seats, yes, very comfortable and luxurious. AMG badging on the seats, which when your back actually touches it, makes you faster. Okay, 4-way lumbar adjustment for both the seats. AMG lettering here, which actually lights up at night. It glows there. And this is actually to open the boot if you want to open it from here. There's storage space here as well. You can actually put your trash inside. And the door pockets are actually quite large. I love the metal touches on the power window controls. These are obviously the controls for the outside rear view mirrors. These are the controls for the driver's seat adjustment. You can adjust it in multiple ways and you can save up to 3 people's settings as well. Now you see these buttons. Well, this is the cooling function, which will turn off right now. This is the heating function. You can actually heat the seats as well. There are 3-step for both the heating and the cooling. And you press this L button now, you can operate that seat. So I can actually move it front or behind from here itself. Yeah, from here itself, I can move it. I can even go ahead and heat or cool the seats from my side as well. So the driver gets a lot of control too. Now it also has something known as access height, something of that sort. Basically, it lowers itself when you unlock the car and you're trying to climb in, just to make it easier to get inside. Obviously, it's got air suspension, massive brake pedal, got dead pedal there as well. I love the switches. I love the way Mercedes has done the new switches. Okay, this is the electric parking brake. These are the controls for the headlights, automatic headlights. This is for the fog light, actually at the rear, I believe. And this is for headlight leveler probably. Let's get inside straight away. Listen to this, okay? Proper thud when it shuts. Love the dashboard of the new GLE. It is so nice and wide and amazing in every possible way. Okay, you see, this treatment is beautiful. Ambient light works beautifully well on this car. You see everywhere this ambient light is running right now. It's on red color. It's even here. It's everywhere. That's super duper awesome. Meanwhile, okay, under thigh support is not an issue because you can actually increase the under thigh support from here. So the dashboard design is really very nice, and the center console looks a little busy because of these quad AC vents. But this is a fake AC vent. I don't know why brands are doing fake vents nowadays. Love the overall fit finish. This white stitching is beautiful. Engine start button is here, and this is the stop start button, which unfortunately though I have been able to find right now only. Electric adjust for the steering, both for reach as well as rake. That's also a nice touch. Let's turn on the car. It automatically shut the car. Okay, tire pressure monitor light. It's telling me seatbelt is not worn by people at the rear, but there's no one at the rear. Please understand that. I'm going to shut the air conditioning. Okay, this is the air conditioning control at the rear, which I didn't show you earlier. And guess what? These all buttons are for the air conditioning. Love the way these knurled controls are there. Super duper awesome. Quality levels are absolutely phenomenal on this car. Lovely. 12.3 inch screen, 12.3 inch screen. Two 12.3 inch screens running MBUX, Mercedes-Benz user experience. Absolutely phenomenal. I love the quality of the car. I love the fact that everything feels so nice to touch. See, there are plenty of buttons here and there. Obviously, you get a mirror along with a light on this side. Same is the case here as well. But you know what? There are no door handles. They can't be. Let's open the sun blind and for the sunroof. Okay, the sunroof isn't that big. It can't be because the roof is obviously sloping. So where will that glass go when you open it? So what you're going to do, we're going to open it right now. Now here's the problem. When you open the when you open the sunroof now, it will open to a certain area and that's about it. And then you start to recline the sun blind back. So I'm just going to push it behind. Yeah, that is decent amount of opening of the sunroof. Brings in a lot of airy feeling. This car has got 9 pricking airbags, Burmester sound system, 13 pricking speakers inside this car. 590 watt is the output from the audio system. AMG sports steering wheel, flat bottom, says AMG right here. So many things to talk about. Let's open this. First things first. Okay, there's storage space here. There's a USB-C charging socket and you see there's a storage slot there as well. This thing seems cooled right now because I somehow find it cool, but I don't know, it's not cool. I can't find anything there. Lovely handles here as well. Love the design. They've really worked a lot on the design, but this is a dummy because this is where usually the gas selector should be, but this is just, I'm pressing this, nothing's happening because this is just a dummy right there. The touchpad, which I honestly don't like at all. This is the driving mode selector, so you can decide which drive mode you want to be in. This is for the parking camera. It gets a 360-degree parking camera as well. Front camera, another view, side cameras, rear camera, another view, and this is obviously the 360-degree parking camera of this car. Looks beautiful, looks very nice, and this is to get into the basically vehicle settings. So you see it says quick access, but you know what, this is a touch screen. You can change stuff the way you want it. I think I've explained the system millions of times already. Lot of controls, everything works really well. Very fast system, very fluid, very nice as well. So all the information you would ever need, AMG Performance obviously has all that and more, which we will actually use while driving this car. Consumption, dynamic select, engine data, how much power and torque is being consumed in real time. Vehicle data too. Yeah, come on, load faster. I'm praising you when you're taking all this sweet time. Okay, it's showing you how much gas and brake you're using right now. Yeah, that is the thing. And oh my god, it's showing that skid. No, it's not happening. Okay, you get a G-force meter here as well. Really very nice. I love the way the system is done. In fact, it's got themes as well. Yeah, there are 5 themes on offer. Actually, there are 6 themes. Let's get into racetrack. When you get into racetrack, you see, yeah, it actually changes the instrument cluster as well. And look at that beautiful heads-up display. My god, I love the heads-up display. I've seen heads-up display on so many cars. Nothing beats the one on this one. The new heads-up display from Mercedes-Benz is just something else. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's fab. Without a doubt, it is absolutely fab. The instrument cluster also gets an update. It has plenty of functions. Okay, it's showing you the tire pressure here as well. Okay, the left sensor is not working. Tire pressure is fine. That's why you are getting the tire pressure monitor. Actually, the left sensor is gone. The rear left sensor is not present only. I don't know where it got dropped. Now this is a new display actually, the instrument cluster, the mode. I love it. I absolutely love the way it's done. It's showing the speed here, the tachometer here, and you can browse through so many things. Yeah, you see inside, you can change all the information. In fact, you know, whatever you can do here and vice versa. These are the controls to operate this instrument cluster. These are the controls to operate this infotainment system. And the switches are beautiful. This BlackBerry style touch is also super duper awesome. You know what? This is absolutely phenomenal. The gas selector feels a little plasticky, but I like the design. It's different, but it should have been metal. Why is it plastic? I don't know. Okay, here you see, these are the controls for the wipers. Now it's got magic vision control. You see, the spray actually comes out of the wiper itself. It doesn't spray from the bonnet. That's again unique and different. Obviously, this is for the indicator too. There's no rear wiper washer. Obviously, in a coupe, you don't get it. Steering feels nice to hold. You see this finishing, this what you call it, Alcantara, is super duper awesome as well. And this car also gets this particular function. Basically, it gets these buttons wherein you can choose which mode you are in. Yup. Like this, you can actually decide which mode you want to be in. You can change it right on the steering wheel without getting distracted. On the left side, you can actually decide you want to raise the ride height of the car. Well, you can do that. You want AMG dynamics, you want to change them, you can do that. However, if you want to change the settings inside, just press it inside. Now, if you're on traction control mode, you can turn it on and off from here. You can change the suspension as well. You can do everything from here. Active, exhaust, stop start system, all of that. Beautiful. Wow, amazing. I love this car so much. You have no idea. The design is just something else. The screen is so fast, and I'm not finished explaining this, have I? Okay, there's this star button. I think you can just assign it to your favorite stuff. Meanwhile, telephone, radio, media, navigation, and this is the volume control. Now here are 5 buttons. This is for manual mode of the gearbox. This is for traction control. This is to increase or decrease the ride height of the car. Obviously, it's got air suspension, and this is for the suspension setup. You can actually change the suspension from comfort, sport, sport plus, whatever you wanted. And this is for the exhaust. If you want, you can turn on the active exhaust. You can hear it's starting to sound louder, but hey, you can't really hear it right now on the inside unless you rev it, because the engine is very refined. I love the controls, I love the finishing, it's supremely awesome. Let's open this. Okay, look at the finishing, piano black, a fingerprint magnet. Here you get a wireless charging pad. It's kind of cool, I think, because I can feel some air inside. 2 USB slots here, one obviously connects to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. Meanwhile, this is the cigarette lighter of this car, and you've got 2 big cup holders, which by the way, you can press this button to remove the cup. Yeah, that's also pretty cool. Plenty of features on this car. Another important thing is that it's got Mercedes-Me connected car tech with plenty of features. You can turn on the car, you can geofence it, whatnot, the usual bit, which is the connected car. Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
Engine data. Okay, showing you engine data. I was actually going to tell it I'm feeling hot. However, you know, it's not very fast with all those commands yet, like in BMW system where you're like, I'm feeling hot, it will increase the temperature, rather it will decrease the temperature. Not in the Mercedes yet. It's still learning in that sense. This fake vent, well, I don't know if you'll get used to it. I kind of got used to it. I actually thought it's a functional one, honestly. So I'm kind of a fool there. Okay, auto dimming inside your view mirror. You see light placement is here. Below here you see there's a light. This is the reading light. You can turn it on from here. Yep, reading light. Plenty of lights here. That's also awesome. Mercedes-Me, SOS, and all those functions are there. Okay, it's making a call. I don't want to talk to anybody at the moment. Just leave me alone. This touchpad isn't that intuitive like the command controller, that rotary knob. I just liked it much more. Screen is so fab. It's fantastic to an entirely different level. Obviously, it's got a 4G SIM on the inside too. And you know, get into comfort. Okay, you've got ambient lighting. There are 64 colors for the ambient lighting in typical Mercedes affair. You can change that. Let's put it on blue right now. Okay, this becomes blue, purple, whatever color it is. Wow, amazing. Mercedes-Benz has nailed ambient lighting. Nobody's even coming close, unfortunately. Come on, guys, buck up. What are you doing? BMW, Audi, Volvo, Jaguar, Land Rover. Mercedes is just running away in terms of ambient lighting. You can also decide on seat comfort. Let's get into seat comfort. Okay, seat kinetics, relaxation through light seat movement. I kid you not, when you turn this on now, the seat moves up and down. It doesn't have massage as such, but hey, it will move the seat up and down to relax you. Oh my God, that's so soothing. I love it. But that heads-up display is so fantastic. It gives you navigation data, it tells you speed limits, it tells you speed, obviously. It tells you a slew of things, including if you're making a call, it will show you data there too. We need to browse through this system. Like I was telling you, it gets all the information like assistance, telephone, navigation, performance, trip, radio, media, and styles and display. Mercedes service as well. Style and display, you see there are 5 modes for the same. Now there's this classic dial. Actually, why are we talking about this? You can see the dials right now, right? I'm actually going to be using all the dials when I'll be driving this car soon. So yeah, this is also very nice indeed. And the best part is you can actually come to the right and you can browse through this as well. You want to set it at boost mode, you want to see a G-force meter, you want to see the tachometer, you want to see the consumption, like everything is there. It says power, EQ, charge. You know why? Because it has got, okay, EQ, we'll talk about that again later. It says we are in suspension is comfort. Look at the graphics, it's so fantastic. It's absolutely mind-blowing how good an instrument cluster is there inside this car. Meanwhile, that's not it. The paddle shifters are super duper awesome. The quality is just something else. I love the level of quality, attention detail on this car. It's fantastically fab. Let's play an audio right away. As you heard, audio quality is fantastic. Another important thing about the system is that if I put the AC blower at very high speed and then I make a call, it will reduce the speed of the AC blower as well. That is so cool, so smart. My goodness, this Mercedes car is really impressing me to the next level. But how is it to drive? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get driving right away. By the way, it gets cruise control also. The functions are here. I didn't show it to you. It doesn't matter anyways. But before we get going, let me show you a couple of things. This is a lockable glove box. Glove box size is decent, not really big as such. You get height adjustable seat belts as well. You get a hook here too. And you know what? You also get a blind spot monitor. So if someone is in a blind spot, it will actually blink right here. Yeah, it will blink right here too. Meanwhile, unfortunately, it gets these fake vents here. I don't know why these fake vents are there. Now this is the Faisal Khan stick off, rather. This is the Faisal Khan fingers of truth. I can just run them. No aerodynamic efficiency, none of that. Why do we need this in a Mercedes-AMG? I'm simply not able to understand. Meanwhile, it's also got the self-park function, which actually works brilliantly well on this car. Okay, I just have to press this button. Yep. And then it'll search for parking when I keep moving ahead. And then it will park. It actually needs a little bit more time than a BMW to actually find a parking, because it really needs a reference of another car to actually slot it into place. And sometimes it randomly will put it anywhere. It's so vicious.